Welcome to Reread, where I'm rereading through the expanded universe in chronological order. Folks, I got a big one for you here. The Clone Wars children's magazine that came out and had little comic strips in it. It got continued in the Clone Wars UK comic. It was a magazine, but they called it a comic. And I remember when I first reviewed these, I kind of reviewed them all as one. Now I'm going to review them individually. This is going to take a while, and they're very short, so I can describe all of them in a paragraph or less. So let's go through them, shall we? First off is Ahsoka's arc. Basically, she's guarding a ship of animals to get to a planet. There are some stowaways who want to steal the animals for themselves because they've been requesting the Republic give them animals to live so their colony can live, but the Republic won't do it. Ahsoka stops the hijackers and then eventually gives them the babies of the animals to give them a fighting chance. She said the Republic's just busy with bureaucrats and paperwork, but you're right, you do have a point. You just went about it the wrong way, and she gives them some animals. All right. The next one is Incident on Kashyyyk. Obi-Wan and Yoda are basically running security for a conference, and they stop a Wookiee who's trying to assassinate one of the head Wookiees. Basically, he's just mad about how the war is going on with the Separatists, and he's had plenty of friends die, and he's just angry. It's weird because these comic strips, some of them are drawn really cartoony and really bad, and some of them are drawn really excellent. Like Ahsoka's arc is drawn really good, but then Incident on Kashyyyk is nasty, and the rest of them are like kitty, and they got big bobbleheads. It's really cartoony. But then later on, the series gets realistic again. I don't know why that was a creative decision to do that, but it was. Next one is Blind Jedi's Bluff. Obi-Wan is blinded by some would-be bounty hunters. They're trying to capture a Jedi to get into the Bounty Hunters Guild, but of course, Obi-Wan uses the Force and takes them all out. Next one's called Jedi Masquerade. Master Somta. They capture Aurra Sing. She goes undercover as Aurra Sing to uncover an assassination plot. Unfortunately, Aurra Sing wakes up, escapes, and it's Aurra Sing versus Aurra Sing, but Somta knocks her out again and saves the day, uncovers the Separatist assassination plot. The next one is Dead Shadows. Obi-Wan visits a planet where he's supposed to go, where he was supposed to go and be shipped off to be a farmer if Qui-Gon had not changed his mind and made him a Padawan. And of course, people are attacking the farm. Separatist armies attacking the farm, and Obi-Wan must save the day. Hyper Matters. This is where the artwork gets good again. But Obi-Wan and Mace Windu stop a group of Separatist saboteurs. Commander Cody, I should also mention, is in a lot of these, and that's great. Because Rex is in the Clone Wars, and Rex is in a few of these too, but mainly it's Commander Cody and Obi-Wan. Good, they need a relationship, because they obviously have a good relationship in Episode 3, but no one ever talks about them. In fact, that's one thing that these comic strips got right. There's a lot of Commander Cody and When I say Obi-Wan's an adventure, usually Commander Cody is with him too, and that's great. They need to share some adventures so we can see that camaraderie that we see in Episode 3. The next one's called the Deadly Droid. Basically, Separatist spies implant a bomb in R2-D2, and it's ticking, and they got to evacuate everyone, but they may also have to destroy R2-D2 because there's not enough time to pull it out. And Anakin doesn't want to do that. So what Obi-Wan does is he cuts open the panel of R2-D2 with his lightsaber, and they, by the Force, lift it out, remove the bomb from him that way and shoot off into the sky. And Anakin offers to repair R2-D2's casing afterwards. The next one is called Out. General Grievous attacks a ship full of Republic prisoners. They break out of jail, and Anakin and Ahsoka need their help to help, fend off the Separatist attack. Ahsoka doesn't trust the prisoners, but the prisoners do a good job, and Anakin promises next time they're up for parole, he will put in a good word for them. Even though some of them were Separatist, Republic traitors or whatnot, they wanted to protect themselves, so they helped man the ship. So Ahsoka learns a lesson that machines may not be able to change, but humans can. That's what Anakin tells her. Anyway, the Droid Deception is the next one. Mace Windu and Obi-Wan stop a Geonosian attempt to sabotage the Republic. A lot of these comic books are basically the same. Cody has a chance to kill the Geonosian, but he doesn't because the Geonosian killed one of Cody's men, but he decides to show mercy. And he makes a joke. He's like, he said, "Good job." He hit the trigger handle for the bomb. And he says, "Good job, Cody. I'm glad you didn't kill him." He's like, Well, I was aiming for his head, Commander, or General. It's just that this rifle kicks to the right a little bit. He was just saying that to be tough. He had no intention of killing him. But, you know, just shows how nice Cody is. Again, I like that we're seeing a side of Cody, Commander Cody, which we never see anywhere else, or very rarely in the expanded universe. Next one is Dug Out. Plo Koon and Ahsoka hunt down a Zillo Beast to present the Separatists from cloning one, but instead of finding one, they find a statue of a Zillo Beast and a bunch of Dugs on a planet, and they destroy the statue, and then they're surrounded by a Separatist army, and that's how it ends. Now, there's a part 2 that comes right after that called Outgunned. It's basically Obi-Wan and Anakin. They're being pursued by Cad Bane. They're going to rescue Ahsoka and Plo Koon, I guess, but they have to... Obi-Wan outsmarts Cad Bane by running through some Minox, and of course the Minox attached to Cad Bane, and Obi-Wan and Anakin's ship is heavily armored, which makes it slower, but Minox can't get to the cables that way, so they went for Cad Bane's faster but easier to grab ship. And after that, they go to pick up Plo Koon and Ahsoka, and all the Separatist droids are destroyed. So I guess it wasn't a big threat after all that they ended on that cliffhanger on, but that was Outgunned. The next one is Frozen Out. Basically, it's a Jar Jar Binks and Obi-Wan adventure. Fun. They crash on Hoth, and Obi-Wan outwits the dim-witted B-1 droids by having them collide with a herd of Wampas, and the Wampas just slaughter them outright. And it's too bad the artwork is really cartoony in this one, or else that would have been a good one. And then the next one is Bacta Raid. Separatists attacked a medical frigate carrying Obi-Wan, and there's a clone that's in a Bacta tank that, you know, salutes Obi-Wan as he's in the tank, and Obi-Wan salutes him back. And as Obi-Wan's having trouble with the last mercenary, basically the clone trooper climbed out of the tank and roped him with one of his, I guess, Bacta cords to kind of capture him. And so he helped out. He said, glad to help, sir. And he said, well, get back in that Bacta tank and get better soon. Okay, it's fine. And you know what? Hey, I think I'm going to stop here, and I'll do part 2 of these Clone Wars little magazine adventures next time.